Good afternoon, Mrs. Bolton. Welcome to Cranston Ridge Medical Clinic. Please take a seat. Let's proceed with the interview. Thank you for coming in today. My name is Dylan, and I'm the clinic manager here. We spoke on the phone the other day.
Good afternoon, it's nice to meet you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview with your company. I do recall our phone conversation, yes, when we scheduled for today's interview. I'm delighted to be here. I look forward to having a chance to speak with you about how I may be a great fit for the clinic.
You sound eager about this job position. That's a great start. Please tell me about yourself a little, and what you currently do, and anything else you might currently see fit.
For sure. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom of 2 children looking to re-enter the workforce. I'm currently taking the Medical Office Assistant Certification Program through Roe Valley College in order to advance my knowledge in the medical field and gain employment in the sector. I enjoy working within teams as I get along with everyone, and I strive to do my best at everything I do. I'm an empathetic individual that is great with meeting patient needs, and I believe our health is the most important thing we possess. I strive to always be on time and meet, if not surpass, every goal laid out in front of me.
That sounds great. So your training will work out well with the position we are offering here at Cranston. I like that you work well within a team, and you seem like a real genuine person. We need empathetic people on our team, as our patients need to feel heard and respected. Alright, next up, what do you know about our company?
I have done some research into the company, and I see that you're a medical clinic providing general health appointments, prevention and wellness care, children's care, prenatal and antenatal care, chronic disease management, and much more. The list of services offered was extensive and covers all areas of healthcare. I also saw you provide regular walk-in services, nurse-led walk-in services, and pharmacist prescriber-led walk-in consultations. The clinic is based on a patient-centered approach and made up of family physicians, nurse practitioners, and RNs, all working alongside the community pharmacist. I also noticed that your clinic has its own pharmacy, Cranston Smart Drug Mart. There are 2 family physicians, 1 registered nurse, 4 medical office assistants, 1 clinical assistant, and yourself as the clinic manager and a deputy clinical manager.
We have a diverse community here in Cranston, and I'm very impressed that you have looked into the company before coming in today. You are right. We always take a client-centered approach here, as it gives the most benefit to the patient's health. You seem to be a real go-getter. We need someone like that on our team. May I ask you what your most impressive work achievement has been?
I was once promoted to supervisor immediately after my 3-month probationary period. To quote my previous manager, I have strong leadership qualities and a positive client-centered attitude. I tend to have a love for what I'm doing work-wise, and I really get into it. Following rules and procedures has always been one of my strong suits.
Well, that's good to hear. Next, what would you say is your biggest weakness when it comes to work?
I would say that my biggest weakness is not asking enough questions when I need help with something. I like to achieve things on my own and also within a team, but I do tend to be on the quiet side and sometimes struggle to ask for help.
Okay, and why are you leaving your current role or company? It says here on your resume that you are currently unemployed.
I am a stay-at-home mom right now. I have been at home since 2016 when I had my child. I've learned patience and multitasking over the years as well due to having 2 children under 3 at one point in time. I find that I am more confident in myself now than I ever have been as I strive to do better for my family and also excel in my work.
Patience and multitasking are definitely a big part of this role, so that would be a benefit. And why do you want to work for our company? You have to go, we're filming right now, go right now.
I've read great reviews about the clinic, including that your front office team is great to work with, experienced and knowledgeable. I feel like I would be a great fit with your current staff, as I love to work with the public and am currently going to gain required skills and knowledge to perform the job duties that would be required of me. I love the client-centered approach that Cranston offers, and I would also like to work in a diverse team of people that also put healthcare at the forefront.
Interesting. You do sound like you could be a great fit here. Our team is multicultural, and I think you would fit in well. May I also ask where you see yourself in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I see myself still employed with the same company that I start with now. I'm hoping to grow with the company with training opportunities and courses. I would like to stay committed to one company to build overtime relationships. Commitment is important to me, so I would definitely love a long-term position within the clinic.
All right, that sounds great. Next up, can you tell me about a time you performed well under pressure?
One time in particular that I can remember was when I was working as a janitor in a military hospital. Everything had to be cleaned and sanitized thoroughly according to protocols. I worked on a strict time limit as there was a lot to get done in a short amount of time, and it had to be completed to the highest standards to pass inspection.
Okay, so you're also a cleaner. I'll make note of that, as that could come in handy as well in the future. What about a time when you had to deal with an unsatisfied client? How did you handle that?
So working as a house cleaner on and off over the years, I've had customers that are very particular about how their homes are cleaned. When I get complaints from them or unsatisfied customers, I offer to go back and redo the service for free in order to get the job up to their standards. I do believe that customers and patients' wants and needs do come first, and I strive to do my best the first time, but I also have no issues owning up when I make mistakes or when I need to redo something.
We love to hear that. We always put our patients first here at the clinic. And for my last question, can you tell me about a stressful situation you were put in at work, and how did you handle it?
I think the most stressful time I've had at work was when I was put on the sales floor without any prior training. I was having trouble keeping up with everything, so I asked my manager for the appropriate training in order to succeed and be a great employee. Once I was given the appropriate training, I was able to perform my job duties with ease and rectify the issue.
It sounds like you did the right thing for the situation. We provide training here, so no need to worry there. Well, I'm happy to say I'm very pleased with your answers, Mrs. Bolton. You sound like you could be a great fit for our clinic. Do you have any questions you would like to ask me at this time?
I do, yes. Can you tell me more about the role you're hiring for, more in detail about the job duties if possible, please?
For sure. So each day you would come in and print off the daily appointment schedule for all of the doctors, restock the exam rooms, and start on phone calls for things such as booking follow-up appointments, giving results by phone via the doctor's approval, and things such as taking payment for services. It will be what you're covering in school, just in practice.
Okay, that sounds great. And what kind of skills would you say someone needs to possess in order to be successful in this role?
I would say we're looking for a team player that can also work independently at times with little to no instruction. Because of this, we need someone skilled in the medical field, such as administrative and clinical skills. We also require someone with great personal skills, as we deal with unhealthy and sometimes frail patients that require empathy and understanding.
That sounds good. And just one more question for you. Can you tell me about the team I would be working with in this job role?
Yes, so here we have 4 MOAs on our front end, 1 nurse practitioner, and like you mentioned, 2 doctors. Our current MOAs are great. They are welcoming and willing to train and help train a new employee. I think you would get along very well with our current group of ladies in the front.
It sounds like a place I would love to work. Your front desk staff were so friendly when I came in today as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to reach out and schedule this interview with me. I appreciate your time and consideration. I hope to have answered each question thoroughly to give you a good idea of who I am and what I do.
Thank you for coming in today. I hope I've answered any questions you've had fully. And if you think anything else, please feel free to reach out to us. You should be hearing back from us via phone call within 4 business days.
Anytime now.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Bolton, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you for this opportunity. It was nice to meet you. I hope to hear from you soon and if you have any questions, please feel free to call me at 403-415-5863. Have a great day and we'll see you again.